find it hard to stay consistent with your productive routine and your fitness journey? Well, in this masterclass video, I'm gonna be teaching you the method that I have used to change the life of over 40 people. So hold on tight, because you're in for a treat right here, because I'm gonna give you the 5 major tools that you can start using right now and operate for you to start your journey. Hold on tight and let's go straight to it. Alright guys, sit tight and make sure that you have your notebook, and because the masterclass is about to start right now, by the end of this video hopefully you will know exactly what you want to do, where you want to go, and how you can go there. So the first point that I wanted to discuss is setting up your priorities and goals. You have to first to know where you want to go, because anything that you do in this life, if you do not know where you want to go, then you're going to end up being lost. So make sure to plan and structure. What I mean about that is that fix your goals. What exactly do you want? And I think pretty much 90% of the people don't know what they want. And that's why I notice a lot of people, they come to the gym, do all the machines in the gym, and then walk out, do that for a while, and then don't see results, and then don't come back again. They said, oh, I tried, it did not work out well. But once again, you need a structure and a plan, because anything that you are trying to build in this world, it demands a plan and a structure. So elaborate exactly what are your goals. And once you elaborate what are your goals, so I want to focus, for example, in strength training or weight loss. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to neglect all of the other points. That means you have to neglect your cardio, your mobility, your flexibility, or your stretching. This is a domino effect. Everything that we're gonna be discussing today is tied to each other. Without each other, it's not going to succeed. So you want to put it in terms of priorities. The priority number 1, I want to build strength training to become more muscular. Okay, number 1. Then number 2, stretching. Then number 3, mobility. And then you see, and so on. But it doesn't mean you have to stop doing one of them. All right? So make sure you do all of them. But pick up what is the number 1 priority. And obviously, guys, when you are building a body, when you are building a health, build in a really smart way. Don't be stubborn, and you gotta put that ego on the side. All right, so Bill, once you have set up your goals and you set up everything, now you want to break it down into pieces, and now you want to start elaborating your schedule, and you want to start fitting it into your lifestyle. How right now, after I decided that I want to do this, this is my lifestyle. This is when I work out. This is when I work. This is when I wake up. This is when I eat, and so on. Now you want to start taking a step back, analyze and see the full bigger picture. Where can I now add this new activity to my lifestyle? Because first of all, it's a top 1 priority because it's your health. And this one is the number 1 thing in every single thing that you do in this life. So right now, you want to see your lifestyle and how you could fit it in your lifestyle. Study your schedule and determine exactly where you're going to work out, where you're going to work, and try to provide a structure around that. Because without a schedule, and you're going to get lost as well. So start planning step by step exactly what you want to do. And this setting up your goals, you have to do it by keeping in mind that if you want to keep your motivation up, it's basically the element of if the behavior or the regroupment of all the things that you're doing together that gives you the results. So you want to do that by, you can track the progress. I don't necessarily like to track progress because I know when I first started, I know that if I keep doing this, I'm going to end up being jacked by 5 to 10 years from now. So I already knew. So I wasn't really tracking the progress because I knew that when I started, it's going to be forever. So I said to myself, welcome to the rest of your life, because this is something that has been proven scientifically. And there is all piece of evidence that is present out there that tells you that working out and taking care of yourself is the best thing you can do right now. It doesn't need money. It doesn't need anything. It just needs you and your thoughts as well. So that's very important to keep in mind. And that's why Some people like to track progress and take pictures, and it is very good what really works for you and what really makes you and keep your motivation up. All right, that's something that you have to fit it in your lifestyle to see exactly where you could be implementing everything. And this is going to bring us to the point number 2. Now we have established our goals, we have established what we want and our priorities. Now what we want to do is to understand that the second step in order for us to move forward is now to create a workout plan. And create a workout plan is going to bring us back to exactly what are the level that you want to achieve. And then let's say right now you decided to go for a strength training programs. Now you have this divided it into 3 to 4 sessions a week where you're going to be doing some weightlifting sessions. So that's basically tailored to your customized goals, you know. And what is important in this creating a workout plan is that, like I said previously, you want to prioritize stuff, but also not neglecting. So you're gonna set up a schedule for the weight training. You're gonna set up a schedule for the cardio, a schedule for the stretching, a schedule for everything. Because you can go to the gym every day. Doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna go there to work out. You can go there to do yoga. You can go there to do stretching and so on. So there's always something that you can be doing to improve your health in the gym. And I say let's say you can go every day because there's always something. So after we have established our goal, now we have to establish the priorities that what our body needs at this moment precisely. And this one, guys, it's very, very important because your ego has to be put aside. And this is what exactly your body needs at this precise moment. You see, a lot of people come to the gym and start combat sports and start any sorts of physical activity with a body that is not even fit for any sorts of physical activity. Either they have a very bad posture, they have a neck problem, they have issues with their joints, they have injuries. There's so many. So I want you to think of it like a metaphor. When you're building a house and then one of the pillars broke, do you gonna carry on building the house? No, right? So what I mean about that is that your health and your physical activity is based into 4 points. You got mobility, flexibility, and then you have a posture, and then the most what is the I think and you have balancing. This is the number 4. This is the 4 point that your body needs for the overall health of it. And you want to do this checklist. Do you have the right posture? You want to make sure that you are building in the right frame. If the 4 pillars are not positioned properly, that means anything that you're going to do above it is going to be bad. What I mean about that is, that means if you have a problem with your posture like this, there's no need for you to start building because you're going to build up and be like this. What you want to be doing is, okay, my number 1 priority in this problem is to fix my posture. And it's not simply doing this. There are workouts dedicated to fix this sort of stuff because somebody that's been in this position for 10 years, it's going to be very hard for him to pop his chest out because his body got used to it. And for it, a natural movement is an unnatural movement for him. And that's why fix the posture before. And that's the number 1 thing because you cannot build on a broken pillars. The second point is stretchability and flexibility. This is where mainly a lot of people get muscle tears because they're not stretched enough and they're not mobile enough to be able to do that range of motions and stuff. For example, squatting. Oh my God, the amount of people that get injured doing squats because that exercise demands so much focus, so much expertise in order for them to be able to do that movement. And some people just go in and load the bar with 100 kilograms. The amount of people that injure themselves doing the squats, man, They go in straight on, no stretching, no warm up, no any technical. Load up a ball with 100 kilos and then go ahead and squat with that. And then they wonder why they have sciatica. Then they wonder why they have a lot of back injuries, lower back injuries. Guys, stretching is important. So you want to definitely keep an eye on your stretching and your mobility and your flexibility, because if you do not provide or at least build the platform where you're going to build your house, it's not going to sustain itself. And these are the pillars of your health. So make sure that you are always combining the stretching, the mobility, the flexibility in terms of priorities of what your body needs right now. Obviously, the most important part about all of this routine, after making sure that you've done your priorities point by point to see what your body needs and what are your goals, now you're in a position to say, okay, my priorities right now in 1 week, I have, let's say, on Monday, I'm gonna start with the flexibility, mobility, and stretching as the first session, just to see the overall of it. And then on Tuesday, I have the weightlifting. Wednesday, mobility, flexibility. Thursday, strength training. Friday, strength training, and then Sunday, Saturday. So it depends on what sorts of activity. I like to do more cardio, like boxing or different sort of sports during the weekend as well. But I do work out every day because even in the recovering day, I'm stretching. So my body is always being taken care of. And that's also important when you're setting up your schedule and how, when you want to position your workouts, when you want to position your stretching, you can actually do them twice a day if you want to. It really depends on the lifestyle that you want. But there is one thing that I want you to implement into this creation of the workout plan after you have established your goals, established your priorities, established exactly what direction you're going to. And the number one thing that you should always keep in your mind is your recovery and your sleeping. And plus, we're going to talk about the hydration part later on. But sleeping and recovering, so these are as much as important of every single workout that you probably do. And I want you to think of it this way. Every single time when you are recovering, that's where your body is actually building the mass. Because when you're working out, you're tearing down the muscle tissues, and it demands time to work to build strength and to build it out, to recover it. So you have to give it a proper recovery time, especially when you're doing PRs. You don't want to be doing PRs every single week. Lifting extremely heavy weights every single week, it's gonna be very taxing on your joints, your muscles, and your body. I highly recommend you that if you're doing heavy weight lifting every week, take a little bit of a break from, like I would say, 5 days or a week out of weightlifting extremely heavy and focus more on the execution and experiment. Don't always keep doing the same thing. So always, when you arrive to a certain level in your training, you want to keep looking for improvement. All right, now I have used in my goal list, I prioritize strength training as a top one priority because I wanted to build a physique. Now I am very comfortable with that physique. I want to prioritize first now mobility or flexibility, or there's always something that you have to improve, and then obviously you can just go back and forth between every single thing that you're doing, because every single sport that you're doing. So top one strength, and then sometimes top one is cardio. So this is how you want to keep shocking your body, because the whole point of a workout, and when you're trying to create a workout, is that you want to make sure that your body, you have to shock it. So you have to shock it with the workout, shock it with the new exercises, same exercises but different exercises. I mean, it's like, for example, bench press. You can do it with dumbbells, push-ups, chest flies, dips, many other exercises, but different ways to how to target the same muscle. Diversity is key in your workouts as much as it is on the third point that we're going to talk about, and that's creating your diet plan. So right now we have established our goals, we have established our priorities, we have established the schedule, and now besides all of that, this basically occupies, let's say on a daily basis, 2 hours of your day to take care of yourself, work out, to drive there, and so on. Now is the other most important part of all of this journey is the diet. So the diet is the most important out of it. I would probably say 60% diet, 20% recovery, and then 20% workouts and performance. So diet is very, very important, guys. And I want you to use this metaphor. Do you see your body as a Honda Civic? And there's nothing wrong with a Honda Civic, but or do you see your body as a Ferrari? If you see yourself as a Ferrari, why do you put diesel in a Ferrari? No, you put premium fuel. You know what I mean? So that's very important to keep in mind because your body is the same thing. It's like you're basically going to a car factory. So we fixed the workout plan. Now we're gonna fix the engine, the fuel, how the fuel is going to, and that's what is food for your body. And from the simple reason, eat quality food. When I mean eating quality food is avoiding processed food. I would probably stick to some meat, vegetables, and fruits. This is what and cheese and dairy milk. This is what I personally use because, and then from time to time, I like to eat a little bit of like a pasta, a pizza, or a burger, but I cook everything myself. And only when I have a cheat meal, I go out with my friends, and that's where I go and eat. But the whole point of it, guys, is that you have to be good at making your groceries. This is very, very important in how into being consistent, because how to be consistent is accumulations of many other small habits that you have to include, because if one of them gets disrupted, then the whole domino effect kind of happens. So making sure that you have the grocery list done every week. So you say, all right, I'm in this, I have this goal, this is what I need, and this is what I should be targeting. And if obviously one little point that I forgot to mention as well. If you want to lose weight, train more, eat less. And if you want to become bigger, train more and eat more. Nothing changes besides the food and the intensity of your workout. So that's basic science. So don't try to complicate things. And that's the reason why mainly people get lost in their diet. Diet is something very strict and stuff like that. No, you're just making it complicated because you have access to a lot of information and you're not in a position to select what is the right information for you. So what I mean about doing a grocery list, so I have a goal, let's say for the next 2-3 months, my goal is to put on size. So I set up a grocery list that every week I go and do. And for me, diversity is key. And when I mean diversity is key, that means in 1 week, I have 2 days of eating fish, 2 days of eating chicken, white meat, and 2 days of eating red meat, and then 1 day of vegetarian. This is how I like to keep my week, to make it full of diversity, and also for my body to not be bored of eating the same food every day. And it doesn't take you a lot of time to make some foods. So before you even create the diet plan, make sure you have established already what are your goals, if you want to gain muscles or lose weight or be lean, or anyways. Make sure you that, because the amount of calories that you're going to consume has to be depending on your goal that you're trying to achieve. So what the other point that I like to talk about is the quality of the food. Is like I mentioned before, processed food and obviously organic food. Where you go do your groceries, I highly recommend you to go to the markets. I don't go to supermarkets like Tesco or stuff like that. I go to the butcher, the local butcher. I go to the local vegetable shop or fruit shop. This is where I go shop because I want to know where my food is coming from and what they are putting inside, because most of the food that you find in the supermarket are full of chemicals and a lot of pesticides and processed chemicals that even our body cannot even digest it. So that's something that you gotta take off the paper directly. So make sure you get quality food and avocados and so on, because they're gonna determine exactly your outcome. Because you could probably eat industrial food that's made in the labs that are the same food, but just made differently. They're gonna affect you differently. So that's very important. Every single plate that you're gonna have has to be divided into four categories: protein, fibers, fats, and carbs. If you want carbs, carbs can come from like potatoes, rice, and so on. But that's the little thing. And I'm gonna make a little guide for you guys with what is the protein, what is a healthy food for you, and what are the not healthy foods for you in the future. So keep an eye on that. And obviously, one of the important things beside the food is water and hydration. And I think that's really where I believe that most of the people right now in our current day are not fat. Most of the people right now have so much water retention because of all of the chemical that they're eating that they think they are fat. And you can make the test yourself by touching how soft your fat is or how liquidish, I would say, because you will find it being very jelly when it's a lot of water retention. And I think that's because of the type of water they drink, the food that they're eating, and the lack of minerals. And this experiment, guys, I want you to do it. I want you to do it for you to understand. I want you to take a cup of mineral water, like really rich in minerals, and a cup that is tap water. You're gonna drink both, and you're gonna make it. You can put a timer and check how long it will take you to go to the toilet once you have drank the other one of the cups. And I can guarantee you one thing is that the tap water, you probably would like to take a piss within the next 10 minutes. So that's something already that is a red flag. But when you drink water, you're not supposed to go out and pee because your body is absorbing it. So the reason why most of the bodies are not absorbing the water is because of the quality of the water. Drinking tap water is not water, my friend. So be very careful with that. Make sure you get minerals. And if you don't have money to afford buying mineral water, get a filter, put it on your tap, and then drink filtered water. But I want you to add a little pinch of Himalayan salt because that contains so much minerals. So make sure you do that because hydration is a prior reason of many issues of people. Mostly people are dehydrated, especially when they are drinking. And hydration is your body is made out of 80%. So it better be quality water, my friend. So that's that's the most important thing about the quality of water that we have spoken about. But on the other hand, minerals. And I think this is why I would like you and I'd like everybody to replace the table salt that you have in your house, the white salt, by some Himalayan salt or some volcano salt. A salt from a different color because that's gonna be rich in minerals. The Himalayan, the normal table salt is just pure sodium, and you don't want to be doing that. Trust me. So get that Himalayan salt. That's gonna make a big change in your hydration and your life. You will think clear and you will function better. And then obviously you're trying to incorporate this thing in your everyday life, and that depends as well on when do you eat and to schedule yourself. But it all depends on your priorities. Are you trying to maximize the most productivity out of your day, or are you just trying to have a long of it to eat throughout the day? Because for me, I do not see the necessity of eating throughout the day because I want to use that energy to be able to do what I want to do in my activities throughout my day. So by the end of the day, I go and eat. But some people don't operate like that. So if you want to know what you want to eat, and I know that sometimes you face a lot of problems because of timing. Oh, I don't have time to eat. I don't have time. Hey, listen, brother. I'll tell you something very clear here is that it's about priorities. You don't have time, you make time for it. So let's agree on that first of all, because I still have my 12 hours a day and I come up by the end of the day and I still cook my meals and take care of myself. Because if nobody's going to take care of you if you don't take care of yourself. Get that right, brother. So that's the very, very important thing that you have to learn to take care of yourself because that's very, very, very important. So make sure you prioritize yourself when you're making these sorts of decisions. And eating is important and it's part of it as well, as long as you do it right. And a lot of people struggle is meal preps. And I think I do face it as well because sometimes I'm tired, but I like to eat my food fresh. But some people, they like to cook out their meals so they're ready, pum pum pum, they're functioning, they're doing their things. Me, I'm not a big fan of meal prep. I like to enjoy every single bite of my food. It's also because I have PTSD of eating chicken rice and broccoli for 3 years, man. We get better food in prison. But yeah, so I for me, I like quality food. High quality food is very, very important for me. So if you want to do meal prep, great, do it. But there's one little information that I want to add to that is that if you get your meal prep food, it's basically cold, right? How do you heat your food? If you're putting your food in the microwave, trust me, and you're heating your food in the microwave, when you do that, your food is losing a lot of nutrients because you're overheating it with some electrical stuff that is very fast. So heating something very fast is it's not very good. I highly recommend you if you want to read it, put it in the if you want to heat it, put it in the oven. But if you're in the office and you don't have a choice, it's fine as well. It's not like you're gonna die. But it's just something and an important information I want you to keep in mind. So right now we have our goals, we have our workout plan that we have decided how we're gonna break it down, and now we have our diet plan. If what how we're gonna proceed depending on your goals and what are the type of food we should prioritize, and obviously the hydration and the scheduling of the meals and meal preparation. So here we have pretty much done 50% of the work. And now it's going to take us to the point number four, which is finding the gym. And this is where things gets pretty interesting. So I first of all I wanted to choose a gym that really is close to your house and close to your workplace or so on, so you don't have the struggle to go and drive there or take public transport and so on. But in the same time, it has to be a gym that is aligned with yourself. Some good gyms are unfortunately a bit far, but it's always worth it to go to that gym instead of the other gym. From the simple reason is that the community, the people, the surroundings really matters. And I'm sorry to say, I just don't like to go to places where people are meatheads and just aggressive and doing this. Like, bro, we're here to chill. We're here to have a good time. Why all of this warrior just screaming? I'm like, bro, it's cool. You can scream, but don't make it too much. And for me, I don't like that. I like, cool. We're here to have a good time and so on. Not doing too much and finding a gym that really fits your personality as well, because the people that you're going to be surrounded yourself in the gym, they're really going to play an indirect source of motivation for you, and you're going to be inspired. And then you have to be open as well, because you're going to be meeting a lot of people from different levels that have that are sharing the same passion as you. And then you're going to start making friends, and then you're going to start hanging out with the people that have the same habits, because you are who you hang out with. And if you're starting this fitness journey, it's very important to find somebody that could be with you and supervise you with your friend. To not to supervise you, but to share a good time, a beautiful path. Because the journey of becoming who you want to become is actually very good when you share it with other people, because you're both making each other stronger. So if you have a good friend of that, it's okay, go for it. And but there are some people that don't want to go to the gym, and I understand. But you can start it in the house, and you can have a little bit of a workout before you enter the gym, because I know it is intimidating. It is intimidating to see people that are super fit and all of that. I was there and I've been in that road, and I know what's like being fat. It is what it is, and actually nobody is looking at giving a damn about it. They're doing their workouts and doing what they have to do. So you don't want to be focalizing too much on that. But you have to go outside of your comfort zone. You have to go outside of your comfort zone. Growth happens only when you're outside of your comfort zone. And if you guys, if you need a little bit of guidance throughout the beginning to have the best start for you in the gym, and into building a routine, a best start for your new fresh life, you can just book a free call with me. We can sit down, talk with each other, and see if I could help you, and see if I could add value to your life and make things better. So don't be shy. Drop a little the link down below in the description, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the video, guys, because I am loving it so far. So, get us back to the topic. After we have chosen the where the best gym that is fit for you, it has to fit your entourage, it has to fit your personality. The entourage really matters. And then obviously there is good gyms and there is bad gyms. Obviously that depends on the people that are present in that gym. So and then you have the cost membership, and how is it expensive? Is it affordable? And for me, I would spend money in a good gym. Like, I don't care. Because for me, that's my self care. That's something that I owe to myself, and that's something that you owe to yourself. So don't be shy of going and getting a nice premium membership in a gym, or having a personal trainer, or hiring an online coach, because you're saving yourself time, injuries, and trust me, that's the best way and that's the fastest way to achieve your goals, is to know somebody that's already specialized and expert in this field. So keep that in mind when to always when you seek a little bit of guide, ask for help, and there's nothing wrong with that. And also, don't be afraid of switching gyms. If you don't like this gym, you can switch to another one. There's many things. For me, I like to go to gyms that offers like group classes, that offers extra besides just having access to the membership and the facilities, but some that has a sense of community. And for me, that plays a major role, because that gives me actually the opportunity to be introduced to different sports, and for example, yoga, kettlebell classes, functionality classes, swimming, educational classes. So for me, if the gym facility that I'm working in offers all of these services, as well as spinning, because spinning is one of my favorite now. I never thought I would like spinning, but that's something very great that I start to fall in love with. Or combat sports. So a gym that offers you a really nice variety of of sports, because you want to experiment. When you have a nice, and then when you start building and you have a nice body, you want to see like how far you can take it. What are the other sport that you can be good at, and so on. Because all you have to do is take what you have learned from the gym and apply it on the others. It's just the same: discipline, consistency, and resilience. As simple as that. So that's very important when you're selecting a gym. And yeah, the community, the reception, and that's it. That pretty much sum up the point of finding the gym. So make sure you get the right one, and don't be shy of going outside of your comfort zone. All right. So it's going to bring us to the point number 5, and I think, or number 6. It doesn't matter at this point, but this is the final point, which is the most important tool that's gonna keep you being consistent in this journey. And I hope you get it. And if you made it by this time to this video, congratulations, because right now this is a cherry on top of the cake of this masterclass. The mindset. The mindset, my brother. And the mindset, guys, this is what changes. This is what keeps everything together. We've mentioned many points, many little habits with each other, but the mindset is what regroups everything. For that simple reason, is that's your number one weapon, and your number one enemy as well. So it has to be worth it. So focus on progress and not perfection. And like I always say, like, celebrate the small wins. Me personally, when I first started, I don't care. I just kept going. I never really paid attention to how I looked until a certain point where people start really noticing it, to be honest. But if you are the type of person that is motivated by the little things, I think it's very good to celebrate every single milestone. You know what I mean? So, all right. I think I had a good time. I did a very strong week. and I deserve a cheat meal. Yes, yes, indeed, you deserve a cheat meal, but let me rephrase it for you. This is not a cheat meal, my brother. This is a rewarding meal of your hard work that you have committed throughout the week. Keep that in mind, okay? Don't see this as something being negative, but see this as a nice prize for yourself to go out, have a nice dinner at least once a week to keep enjoying life. This is not military, and most of the things that I'm talking to you about is things that could probably just take 3 hours of your day, which is important, which is gonna give you the rest of your life. So, celebrating the small milestones are very important. So treat yourself because that's gonna boost up your motivation to putting more of the work. And then you at certain point you'll become like me and like I don't see any cheat meal or rewarding meal because I enjoy it and I've done it for so long that right now it's automatic. It's autopilot for me. And the mindset, guys, is very important for the simple reason is because I want you to develop a growth mindset in a way that every single challenge that you're going to be facing in this journey, see it as an opportunity for growth. An opportunity for you to improve, an opportunity for you to get better, and be motivated by that because that's what keeps you going. Keep striving for more and more and more and more and more challenges, and that's what builds a strong character. That's what builds the person that you're looking to build in the future. This is what you need, challenges and obstacles, but you have to see it from the right lens. All right, so develop that growth mindset, and it's always really important that practice discipline over motivation. Pa pa. Practice discipline over motivation. This is very important to mention. What I mean about that is that motivation is not a cup. I had to find an excuse to drink a little sip, but motivation is not something that you drink. It's not something that happen. That could be something that happens to make you start your journey. But to keep you going and to keep you being consistent, motivation, don't rely on it. Because in order for you to have motivations, you have to understand the definition of the word motivation. I believe it's just a succession of positive action that leads you to have motivation. Discipline, commitment, and consistency, and resilience, everything. And that's very important to keep in mind because they're going to forge the personality that you are looking to build. hmm So, and it all starts from the little habits. It starts from the little habits. So, this is the motivation is basically the accumulation of little habits, small wins, little by little, step by step, guys. Don't try to go and achieve greatness this quick. Step by step. Shwiya, shwiya. So, one step at a time is very important, and make sure that every single step is like you're changing a healthy habit. You're introducing a healthy habit, and this accumulations of introductions of new healthy habits to your new lifestyle, to your new routine, are going to contribute to giving you the best unlimited cocktail of motivation. All right. So make sure that you focus your attention on the little things that you are doing every day and try to improve from there. Okay? And the number 4 point of this mindset is your surroundings. Yeah. What I mean by your surroundings, I mean it's the most important part of all of this. You want to be surrounded with like-minded people. You want to be surrounded with people that have the same goal, that are looking to pursue the same things. You don't want to be hanging out with some crackheads, man. You want to be hanging out with some people that don't really add value to your life. So if you want to go, start hanging out with people that goes to the gym. Say hanging out with people that goes to have a physical activity and start to take care of themselves. So that matters a lot because you are who you hang out with. And the mindset is about visualization. I want you is to visualize yourself like it's already there. What would you do if you already had exactly what you have, what you're wishing right now? The body, the mind, the skills. What would you do? And focus on visualizing that, because the power of visualization, my friend, is very, very strong. And I really hope that you have a decent understanding out of this whole masterclass that we just had right now. What are the best tools? What is how important it is to have a plan and structure in your life if you're looking to build anything. You don't want to be going out there freestyling, brother. And if you, once again, if you need a little bit of guidance, you can book a free call with me, a one-to-one call, and the link down in the description below. We can talk so I can see if I can help you up and so on. But for now on, guys, you have all the tools. Now you have a lot of information on a piece of paper that you could apply. So go by one and try to get it on. All right. And I really hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like more masterclass videos. But this is what helped me to change. This is basically the frame that helped me change the life of 40 people, including myself. So thanks for watching. Be kind, and I'll see you guys next time.